absolutely beautiful Scorpio friends, and welcome to your horoscope for September of 2021, where Scorpio this month, Venus is going to move into your sign, and that brings a magnetism. It brings a beauty. It brings something just really magical to your physical body, your physical space. Things are coming to you and you're not having to work as hard for them. And you pair that with the understanding that we have a high amount of outer planet retrogrades. Mercury is going to go retrograde in your 12th house. And if you can understand that the retrograde energy means don't push, but that the Venus energy means sit back and attract, I think you can do a lot this month with getting things done without expending too much of your own energy. It's really a lovely use of the transits that we've got available. So we're going to pop in here in just a minute and take a look around. But before then, if you wouldn't mind liking this video, comment, share, subscribing, especially if you're into astrology content. If you're into astrology, you like the guidance, you like to be a part of a community, because that's what we've got going here, then definitely subscribe to the channel, and I would love to see you around, okay? All right, Scorpio, let's get in here and see what's going on. Now, first things first, as we come into the month on the 6th, we are going to see Mercury beginning its retrograde cycle in Libra. Now, it's a 4-part cycle. So we're going to have the pre-retrograde shadow time that starts on the 6th at 10 degrees of Libra. So you want to be paying attention, Scorpio. Start to look at where is 10 degrees of Libra hitting on your personal chart as well as the general, because this is where Mercury's retrograde is going to start to stimulate information for you. Actions and activities and decisions that you make at 10 degrees, between 10 and 25 degrees. This is what you're going to go back over as the retrograde actually happens. So on the 6th, Mercury hits that pre-retrograde shadow time. It starts to slow down, even though it's moving forward in this energy of Libra. Then at the end of the month, when we get to the 27th, we'll see Mercury take that retrograde at 25 degrees. In October, it will come direct at 10 degrees of Libra, and we'll finish the full cycle November 2nd when Mercury gets back up to speed, 25 degrees of Libra, and we go, okay? Now, also on the 6th, we've got a new moon happening in the energy of Virgo, lighting up your 11th house space. This is friends, groups, associations, long-range plans, goals, designs that you have for yourself, your aspirations. Social media falls in here as well. So in these very social places that have long-reaching arms, Scorpio, you're going to see that you've got new energy to Virgo. Get organized, right? Make this area of your life really healthy. Virgo cares about sacred health, right? Virgo also cares about, in social groupings, being of service to other people. So we develop sacred ears and sacred eyes as we're working with Virgo energy. In your social places, social media, political things, anything where you social, right? Are you able to show up with sacred ears, sacred eyes, being of service to that space, as opposed to just being aggressive or having triggered responses to things? Where are you in an internal place that allows you to be the very best version of Scorpio that you can be in that area? And because this particular moon has a wonderful alignment with Uranus, I also feel like the new moon gives you an opportunity, Scorpio, in this 11th house space to have new ideas, new arrangements, new conceptions, surprising things happen that help you, Virgo, get organized, have discernment, information comes to you. So this particular new moon, I think, can be really phenomenal for you if you're paying attention to how to make the 11th house space or your Virgo areas the best that they can be by being of healthy service to others, okay? As we get to the 10th, we are going to see Venus move into the energy of Scorpio. So Venus comes into your sign and you're like, oh, I'm cute, I don't know what to do with myself. It's a lovely energy. Enjoy the magnetism that comes with Venus moving into your sign. Now, you are a naturally ruled Pluto and Mars sign, so there's this natural passionate attraction when Venus comes into your sign. It's like it spurs the fires, or the waters in your case, just a little bit. But Venus in your sign does bring an intensity, a passion. Venus is about your values as much as it is about money and relationships, but it is your values and the depth of your value. As Venus is here, I think you have the opportunity to really be reconnecting with. Not to mention, the sun is going to move into your 12th house space while Venus is still in your 1st house space. So this place, Scorpio, where I think that you understand the value of Scorpio and demanding that value from your work, from other people, demanding that you yourself hold yourself up to the standards that demand your value. I think this is a wonderful energy. But also, I will tell you, man, Venus coming into the first house, dress well. Dress well, dress yourself up. You know, sometimes you forget what it was and what it can be. So put a little something on and celebrate being Scorpio. It is also very good, of course, for money and for romance, and these will be attracted to you. You don't necessarily have to put in a ton of work to make anything work out, okay? On the 10th, we're going to see Mars move into the energy of Libra. Now, Mars is one of your ruling planets, so what Mars is doing, you have a closer tie to that energy. You have some investment in what is going on. Mars moving into the energy of Libra lights up your 12th house space. So now you are motivated. There is action available to you. I will say, even though Mars is one of your ruling planets, Scorpio, I do want you to be mindful because Mars in the 12th is great for getting things done. And we'll talk about those things. But Mars in the 12th as well can make it so active, and you can get tired very, very quickly with this particular energy in the 12th house. You may notice that your dream life, your psychic life, your sixth sense, your intuition feels like it is on go and it is on fire when Mars is in this energy. And this is because in Libra, in the 12th house, what Mars is actually very good for here, or can be applied very well, is spiritual work. Internal rebalancing, meditation practices, breathing work, anything that allows you to stop and sit and get into the space of Scorpio and what you don't want to carry back home into your next annual cycle, right? What projects need to be done that you've been 12th housing avoiding? What projects or problems need to be handled that you need to actually just bring culmination or allow them to transition out? What projects or things need to happen for you, Scorpio, that are highly creative? You're working on them behind the scenes. My playwrights, my screenwriters, my songwriters, you know, what are you working on behind the scenes that you can apply Mars's energy to here so that it doesn't burn you out? But absolutely make sure that you do get that Martian energy out of your body so that it doesn't make you so tired and burn so hot in that air placement, okay? On the 20th, we're going to have a full moon in the energy Pisces, fellow water sign, pretty comfortable. But the full moon says that something needs to be ended, acknowledged, or adjusted. And this is going to light up your 5th house space, okay, Scorpio? So it's about children. It's about pleasure. It's about conception. It's about personal expression. It's about speculation, taking a risk on something in the 5th house. Okay, there's a lot that can be contained in here, but whatever you're doing in the 5th house, you're taking a risk on something. Now, the full moon in Pisces is asking for you to transition out or to be creative, be forgiving, be ready to move forward with what's next, because Pisces energy is the great womb. Everything is everything here, right? That lesson that happened over here was not for nothing. It meant something and it propelled you to over here. It is the great understanding. So in this 5th house area for you, Scorpio, what are you bringing a full culmination of understanding so that you can transition something else out? Is this around children? Do you have children going off to college? Do you have children who are moving out of diapers and into something else? Do you have a child who you are adopting and they are coming from overseas and you're bringing culmination, bringing your family together? Do you have this idea that you want to put out into the world? Stock speculations, my athletes, right? What do you have going on that everything is everything? You're seeing the full vision of the lessons and you're allowing it to transition out. On the 23rd, we're going to see the sun move into the energy of Libra. Now we've got light, heat, life, and vitality, a motivation in this 12th house. So you've got the sun, you've got the moon, you've got Mercury. They're all action packing this 12th house space. So it is busy, but it is a quiet, busy time. It is a behind the scenes busy time. It is the, take care of our bigger animals, take care of energies that are maybe transitioning. Do you have elders in your life and you need to go back, you need to spend some time with them, put the value in there. But whatever's happening behind the scenes in that 12th house, this is where you're going to have an abundant amount of motivation. And I do love that because Mercury will retrograde here, Scorpio, if you felt like you had a project, creative project, something that you were working on, something that you maybe even felt stuck at and you like ran out of ideas, like writer's block or a block of some variety. With Mars, the Sun, and Mercury here, and then that retrograde, it can actually help you get unstuck, which I think is an absolutely lovely energy for you. Okay, now as we close out the month, we are going to see Mercury taking that retrograde, so just keep in mind the 4-part series that actually is the full Mercury retrograde cycle, so that from September to November you can kind of watch these energies. Yes, at the station, which is going to be here on the 27th when Mercury's turning illusionally, this can be a hard day. Okay, this can be a challenging day. You can be in your feelings. You can watch that other people are not communicating right with you. And from the 27th all the way until October 18th, Scorpio, I want you to pay attention to your documents. Pay attention to what you're signing, what you're saying, what you're doing. The space of inspiration is beautifully lit, but maybe all of the details are things you need to go over twice, or make sure you have a second set of eyes, okay? All right, my beautiful Scorpio friends, I hope you have a great month. And remember, not everybody's going to have the month that is like the best month ever. It will depend on where you are in the manifestation of these things in your life, in your lessons, in your participations, and in decisions that you make. And even better, if you want to know more about your personal month, make sure that you go to astro.com, Cafe Astrology, come see me, do what you need to do to get your own personal chart so you can see the nuance of how these transits work specifically for you. All right, my beautiful friends, I love you, and I'll see you next month. Bye, everyone.